Yo, what is going on, everybody? I'm Canada's own, and we are rebuilding the Los Angeles Lakers today post being embarrassed by the Minnesota Timberwolves. They were relatively competitive, but now I think since on Twitter, all I have seen is just LeBron, like, excuses, because it's come out that Luka was playing with something bugging him. Jackson Hayes was playing with something bugging him. Austin Reeves had some, like, lower body injury or upper body injury. I forget what it was. That LeBron was injured and he was limping out of the arena after they had gotten bounced. I think it's BS as well. Now, I don't doubt that guys were probably bugged, but it's the playoffs. Everybody's got something going on with them. You just play with it. Draft lottery. Lakers don't even have a pick. I don't even think they own their own this year, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the Hawks have it at 22. So staff signing. We're going to keep JJ Redick. I would like to for the duration of this rebuild, if possible. One thing that the Lakers tried to do was add themselves a real center, and they failed. Well, I guess Mark Williams failed because they were concerned about his back. I think that's fair. We give him Jared Vanderbilt, productive rotational player, not a superstar by any means, but I mean, you're giving us the 36th pick of the draft, so I mean, what do you expect? They're going to accept that deal. It seems a little unrealistic for Maxi Kleber to get traded at all, but I think, just like in real life, a salary dump, I mean, you're dumping salary to a team who has money. With that second round pick, we're hoping that someone of legit value, like Maxine Reynaud, I guess, or Donnie Freeman. Oh boy. I think we're going to go with Maxine Reynaud just because he's the best available guy, who also happens to be a center. So let's see. He is a 70 overall at 22. He's never going to be a star, but he could end up being rotational. If we find a reasonable deal, we get him out the door. That is not a reasonable deal, as much as I would love to do that trade. This is a little more realistic. But do we really want, like, a KCP pickup is also reasonable. 2 firsts is not reasonable. This isn't actually the worst idea in the world. Keldon Johnson is damaged goods for San Antonio. He does not play near as much as he used to when he had his crazy season in 2022. His minutes he's down almost 10 full minutes in just 2 seasons. I might do the Keldon Johnson deal. Moses Moody is not realistic. Grayson Allen, as much as I would love to, I don't think Phoenix is doing that. Especially giving up such little draft capital that they already have. So we're going to do the Keldon Johnson deal here. I am going to make him a small forward as well, because I know he's a little bulkier of a 4, but he's not that tall. So I want to make him a small forward. I don't mind if he's my backup or has a backup power forward spot. And then I think we're going to run LeBron at the 4 so he can go ahead of Rui. What does he go to at a 4? Oof. That's fine. 95 overall for LeBron James. I can live with it. Look at extensions here. I'm not sure what guys are going to ask for it or who we can even re-sign. We've got everybody on the Summer League team is falling apart here. Loading this draft class. I think Austin Reeves is a guy who, with the LA hype market, that has worked wonders in recent years. I think he's a $20+ million man going forward. Rui, I don't mind that money. Gabe Vincent, I don't really want him. But Rui for $13 million bucks. Does he have an option? He doesn't. Let's try and get that down. Backload it. Will he accept? I'll give him 12 and a quarter. Get to 13.5. Beautiful. Okay, I think that's a very good deal. That's a very movable salary as well. Gabe Vincent, 1 year minimum. He doesn't have an option. He doesn't really fit the system though. Luka's going to test free agency in a year, so we've got to re-sign him. LeBron is going to retire, so we're going to have a lot of money coming off the books. Keldon Johnson's here. Austin Reeves also has a player option that he's going to decline. So Luka and Austin Reeves are going to cost us a lot of money this coming offseason. Maybe even LeBron if he declines his player option, because we can't let him go. We can't just let him walk. So we've got to keep the big 3 intact, whether you view it as a big 3 or not. It's LA's big 3 at least. Let's see. First game of the year against the Hawks. We lose by 5, and that is not a good team in Atlanta. Georges Niang gave us 16, which is an issue. So we better hope. I think at the deadline, solving the center problem has to be the #1 priority. Bam Adebayo. I think that could be a good trade piece for us. Gabe Vincent, I would like to dump the money of. Yabusele, I mean, nobody is really safe aside from Luka and Austin Reeves, because LeBron, pending his retirement, is going to be gone anyway. Shake Milton, I wouldn't mind just moving on from the extra salary. And then the untouchables, like I said, Luka, LeBron, Austin Reeves. How does he have more value than LeBron? Don't ask me. And then Bronny. So there you go. The team is set now. We're going to get to simulating, and then at the deadline, we are going to figure out this center problem, and then I will see you guys at the end of the regular season. Alrighty, boys. Similar story to the Lakers in real life. At the deadline, we are pretty average. So we can look. I don't want DeAndre Ayton. I'd much rather attack him in the offseason. Mitchell Robinson is very attainable, and so is Daniel Gafford. Probably go Mark Williams, or we go Mitchell Robinson, I think, the budget option, because Mark is a free agent after this year. Yep. And then alongside Luka, who's going to decline that, and Austin Reeves, who's going to decline that. So that would be a lot of money to risk on the table. So I think we're going to take Mark Williams off the board for now. We're going to take Bam off the board for now. I think we go with Mitchell Robinson. Why does Denver have 5 centers? Okay, we're going to pretend he's still in New York. And we'll take on whoever's the cheapest. PJ Hall looks to be that guy. Does it go through? They want Amir Coffey. They give us Jock Londo. I'd rather not do that. Instead... Does that get it done? I don't want to give up, or I don't want to take on Jock Londo. What if we gave you Steven Adams, and you gave me Trey Alexander? Oh my God. I feel like we could maybe reroute. Like, what if we got Brooklyn involved here? Like, hey, throw us a bone. Okay, so we might be pooched here. This is become a lot harder. What if we go, okay, watch this. I bet you it's a garbage offer to pick up Mitchell Robinson. Gabe Vincent, Amir Coffey. We get Mitchell Robinson and Jalen Pickett. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Watch this. Okay, I'll give up the second. There you go. So Mitchell Robinson is now our starting center. We are going to look at the extensions, actually. If we can re-sign Mitch, I would love to. We cannot, but again, I'm okay with him being a rental. We didn't sacrifice too many crazy pieces. We will pass the deadline. We're going to go past the contract extensions, and I will see you guys, hopefully, when we make the playoffs. 48-34. I'm glad we were able to catch it before the season ended. No awards, unfortunately. Kel Ware? Maybe. Chris Finch and the T-Wolves win 59 games. As you saw, Ant was your MVP. All-NBA teams. Luka. All-NBA first. Do we get a LeBron? We do not get a LeBron. What did Ja do? 25, 5, and 7. 26. Emob. Domas, yeah. Good year from all those guys. It's Kyrie, it's Clay, it's Najee, it's AD, it's Derek Lively. We tried to pick up Daniel Gafford. It didn't work. I rested the starters for the remaining few games of the season. So now we're going to go back to what we were. Oh, man. So Jalen Pickett minutes are gone. Bronny's going to get 15. Gershon's going to get 17. Steven Adams is going to get 17. Dalton Connect is honestly good at 25. Then we got to go 33, 33, 33, 30, 28. We got 9 extra minutes. Keldon Johnson broke his leg, by the way, which blows entirely, because that could bury us in a series like this, where the other team is favored in the series by not just 2K, but I think in terms of depth, Dallas is probably a little better. But let's see how game 1 goes. It is in LA. We lose it by 11. Clay gave us 22. AD gave us 21 and 12. Gaff killed us. Derek Lively, forgive me, killed us. Daniel Gafford killed us. PJ killed us. Efficiency all the way around. That's not going to happen every night. Game 2 in LA. We're down 2-0. Okay, maybe it will happen every night. Luka has a bad game. We go to Dallas for game 3. We can't even take one on the road with Luka Doncic. AD gave us 36, 16, and 5 with 3 blocks. Game 4. We don't even win a game in the playoffs. Wow. I thought this team was at least, with a center, at least a second round exit. At the minimum, win a playoff series. All right, LeBron is done. So that's a whole lot of money coming off the books now. I guess it's up to us if we attempt to spend that money. Because the first half of it is going to Luka. Look at the Hall of Fame inductees. It's Chris Paul, LeBron. Jersey retirements, there you go. LeBron everywhere. Chris Paul in Los Angeles. Yeah, we're going to hang on to JJ Redick. That was the Lakers guy when they went into this. So I think on draft night, we take our pick. We can't trade it. Forget it. We take... Keldon Johnson's going to be healthy. Austin Reeves is fine. We've got two guys we've got to bring back, a point guard and a shooting guard. The Rockets at 23 would be nice, especially if we could take that. Okay. Okay, I can't trade that pick. I forgot about that. What if we also gave them... Can't trade them Jalen Pickett. What about... Oh, man. Oh, man. We have no assets. What if I got a future pick as well? Okay. We get 2 firsts from the Rockets for 2 depth pieces, which could hurt us in the long run, but it could also help us. Elson Harrington is there. He survives the gauntlet. That could be our future backup / starting point guard. I'm going to take him. Pick 23 from Houston now. Jalen Harrelson is there. Could be the backcourt of the future. Or do we take Malachi Moreno, who's 7'1"? I'm going to take him. I haven't taken him yet. At least I'm not familiar with him, if I have. And let's see what we've got here. At 21, Elson Harrington's a 71, and at 23, Malachi Moreno is a 71 as well. So that looks good for us. We get 2 young pieces with lots of control. Moratorium. Let's see, what does Luka got? He's got the absolute max from the Hawks, and he's got the absolute max from the Pistons. That sucks. Good news is, we can pay him the most. What is the most we can pay him? We'll go 52 even. There you go, $69 million in that final season. And he's going to go to the Hawks. And Austin Reeves is going to go to the Pistons. We just lost everybody. Oh, Austin Reeves made it back. We lost Luka for sure, though. So I assume the rest of these offers suck. He's got 4 years at 100. We can give him that 5th year. 23. That's 50. 75. 100 even. Does he still take the... Okay, he takes our deal. But goddamn, did he cost us a plenty... Oh! Oh my goodness. No way. Okay, so we lose the bird rights. But we can still offer him the most money. And he's going to go to Chicago. Are you kidding me? No way. I'm going to sign and trade Josh Giddey. I'm going to give him to Chicago. Oh my god. We're uprooting the Bulls' plans. We're foiling them. Okay. Aha. Come on. Player. No trade clause. Take the offer. Yes! We get him back. It was a clusterfuck, but we're going to get him back. This team has made a complete 180 now after thinking we were going to lose everything. We have a crazy center core. Power forwards are great. Small forwards are great. Austin Reeves and Bronny. Luka, Elson. We need a backup 1. We're going to get rid of Lonzo Ball. Do we bring D'Lo back? Or do we sign CJ McCollum and make him a 1? I don't think that's a good idea. D'Lo for 2 years. Flat rated at 3.5. Let's see if we can sign D'Lo. We get D'Lo. How much money do we have? The minimum. Okay. Let's see how quickly we can get rid of Lonzo Ball. Because he's got to go. Don't want him. A first rounder, Jawan Hayward. 2 firsts from the Spurs. They could use a facilitator. We'll make that trade. Player progression now. 95, 86, 84, 84. Remember, he went up 2 with the position change. 83 for Rui. 81 for Bronny. This team is way too good to not at least win a playoff series this year. Like, good lord. We do lose LeBron. And that is a major subtraction. But it opens up the floor a little bit for some of the role players to just shoot the ball and probably makes them a little more confident. Not having LeBron there, like, I can imagine it's pretty stressful having one of the greatest players of all time watching your minutes and basically constructing his roster within his view. So if you suck, I guess you could probably be worried that you're going to get dealt or something. All right. No extensions to make there. We're going to go straight into the regular season. I'm curious what J.J. Redick puts together as a rotation, but it's likely that we change it. So we're going to have Luka not playing 37 minutes a night, at 32 at most. Him and Austin Reeves can both play 32. Dalton and Keldon can play 28. Rob's going to play 26. Matas is going to play 28 off the bench. Unless we start him at the 4. He's 6'10", 210. Keldon's pretty bulky, though. Maybe we go Matas, and we'll see how it looks. Rui's going to play 24. So off the bench, we've got D'Anthony Melton at a 2. OMP, I'm going to change to a 3. Malachi Moreno's a 5, and D'Lo's a 1. So we've got a backup at basically every position here. Let's make OMP a 3. He does get better, which is nice. Untouchables before the year end, or before the year begins. It's Luka. It's Austin Reeves. It's probably it's Bronny James, and that is it. Trading block. Maybe Keldon if we don't think we can get him back at the end of the year. But let's look. Got to rely on Elson Harrington's development probably. OMP's a guy who could get dealt. Yeah, Keldon's a guy who could definitely get traded. It's a lot of money is the problem. So let's see. Game 1 against Denver to start the year. We beat him by 20. That's big. Luka, 16 assists to only 3 turnovers. 18 for Buzelis in his Laker debut. Keldon with 17. 15, 3, and 5 for Austin Reeves. I'll take that. Pretty good shooting as well. Rob with 14 points. Mitch with 6 points. 3 of 3 and 5 of 9 for Rob. 4 blocks as well. Love to see it. We're going to get simulating. I'll stop at the deadline if we got to make any moves. Otherwise, I'll see you guys at the end of the regular season. Okay, dudes. We are 4 games into the season. The simulation is currently frozen. So we're waiting for it to actually progress past January 26th here. Rob Williams just went down with a twisted knee or ankle. I forget what the diagnosis was, but Malachi Moreno has stepped into the center spot. We've lost our first game with him. We win our second. We will go back to Rob. Let's see what he did in 2 games here. 4.5 and 4 with a steal and a block and a half. I'll take that from the kid. We will go back to Rob Williams, though. We're going to simulate to the deadline here. And Keldon Johnson's having a bit of a down year efficiency, so I think it could be easier to move the guy. He isn't expiring, so he's a low-risk deal as well. 41, 42, 42, and 7 at the deadline. So let's look around. Let's trade finder Keldon Johnson here. We'd be looking for a 4 to replace him. Quentin Grimes, no thanks. Bobby P is a guy. Efficiency is good, and he's only $13 million, and we'd have him for another year. Norman Powell is not a guy who can play the power forward. Tari Eason is there. Efficiency is pretty down, though. Have to be looking at a 4. That deal, goodness gracious, excuse me. Josh Hart is definitely a guy, but I don't know if the Knicks would trade him. Man, but that is $20 million, though. Is a lot of money for Josh Hart. I'm really leaning towards that first offer. Naz Reid is a guy who can play the 4. Justin Champagnie does not play the 4. Jonathan Kuminga. That's ridiculous. So the Warriors must be regretting that. Bobby Portis might be the one here. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to add Bobby Portis to the squad. He's going to come in and play 20-some-odd minutes a night for us. We're going to look at him. We're going to go Bobby P, 24 a night off the bench with Mitchell Robinson and Rui Hachimura. All right, that's going to be the only move here. We make a small lateral-ish commit to the win move with Bobby Portis. We get a little more contract security with the guy pending Keldon Johnson's free agency. Dalton Knecht has bruised left hip. Goodness gracious. We're going to leave him in the rotation. I'm going to get back to simulating, and I'll see you guys at the end of the regular season. Alrighty, Dalton Knecht has a pinched nerve in the back, but we are 62-63. Final game against Cleveland. 64 wins. There's your MVP. 24, 8, and 10.5, a steal and a half a block, 51, 44, 82 splits. Luka Doncic is your MVP with the Los Angeles Lakers. Oso Ighodaro averages 15 and 10 off the bench in Philadelphia. Wemby wins Depoy. Jamal Shed wins most improved, goes from 4.5 and 2 to 9.5 and 4.5. Efficiency is pretty piss poor, though. Jason Tatum, clutch player of the year. Coach of the year goes to JJ Redick, and we also land executive of the year. Luka, All-NBA first team. Do we get anybody else? Unfortunately, no. All defensive teams. Do we get appearances? No. Rookie teams. Elson Harrington makes all rookie second team after being drafted outside the top 20. I will take that. Play-in. We get Memphis. Should be Ja, Jaren, Desmond Bane, Jalen Wells, and Zach Edey. Exact same starting 5 that they usually roll with. So it looks to me as though Memphis wasn't even a top 8 team in basketball. Whoa, they were the 10 seed. Finished at 40 and 42, tied with Portland and Sacramento. They jump into the playoffs as the 8 seed. On the other side, the East was pretty strong. 52 wins is what it took to win the East. 64, well, it would have been 55 to win the West. So we have 5 50-win teams out West, 3 out East, and then 7 teams over 500. Oh, so the East was better. They had 9 teams over 500 this year. Let's see how Game 1 in LA goes. We take it pretty handily. We win by 32 points in game number 1. Luka goes completely insane. Game 2, we lose. We decide, hey, winning by that much is not cool, man. We should let them kick the shit out of us at home. We lose by 21. Game 3 in Memphis now. We take it back, thankfully. We figured it out. That's 60-point victory there. Mind you, Luka had 45 and 16. Game 4, forgive me, in Memphis. We take that as well. We win by 1. We're really not big on the whole continue to blow out your opponent thing. We lose Game 5. Thankfully, we get it done in 6. We get Memphis, or that's Minnesota now. Rob Dillingham, Ant, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, and Rudy Gobert. On the other side, it's OKC versus Golden State. Let's see who was locked in round number 1. Luka, Dalton, Austin Reeves, Rui, Matas, Bobby, Rob, Bronny. Holy cow, everybody was locked in. Elson Harrington was our worst performer. He's a rookie. So I think, let's see how game 1 goes. We do drop it. I think the Elson Harrington minutes have to go away. We just need more juice. Game 2 in Los Angeles. We drop both. Ant somehow has become a better sim player than Luka Doncic. Luka just can't hang with Anthony Edwards in the sim. We win Game 3, though. We lose Game 4. We win Game 5. How about Game 6? We get it back. Did we win it in 7? Oh, my goodness gracious. A 3-1 comeback. We get OKC in the conference finals. We tried to poach away Chet Holmgren in the offseason. Looks like they've added Nikola Vucevic now. Can we get it done? Let's see how the round 2 stats looked. Obviously, won it in 7, came back down 3-1. In round 2, 27-13 from Luka. Picked it up clearly in the back 4 games of the series. Austin Reeves, 20-8. Again, picked it up clearly. Dalton Connect, 20 on 50% from the field. 47% from 3. Oh, I lied. Oh, I was right. Okay. Matas Buzelis, I'll take 15 a game, but the efficiency cannot be like that. Goodness gracious. So he was the weak link in round 2. Rui was great. Mitch was great after moving him into the starting lineup. I think he's going to help us a lot, bruising down low with Nikola Vucevic, averaging 11 and 10, or 11 and 9, forgive me. Bronny was fine. 3-ball was bad, but the field goals were efficient. Rob struggled big time. It's probably a good idea that we moved him out of the starting lineup. Just got picked on by a 7-footer. Rudy is significantly bigger than Rob Williams. Bobby was fine. The efficiency of the 3-ball was way down, but like the field goal percentage, he was fine. He was 48%. He shot 48.2% during the regular season. Elson Harrington, he did not appear in the second round, it looks like. Oh, he played 1 game and had 11 minutes, 4 points, 2 boards, 3 assists. He was okay. Game 1 in Los Angeles. We take it. By how much? 22 points. Now let's hope that the team decides that that is a good margin to win. We lose the second. We lose by 6. That is a frustrating one to lose. Game 3, we're in OKC now. We dropped the 3rd game. We win the 4th, though. Brooklyn is waiting for us in the NBA Finals if we're able to pull this off. Bronny, I think we're going to drop. Bobby, same thing. Rob, I think we're going to drop. Let's go another minute there to Mitch. And then we go up to Luka, up to Austin. Dalton seems like a guy who might need these minutes here. Let's see his last couple of games. 5 of 13, 8 of 18, 5 of 15, 5 of 15. He's been struggling. Maybe we go down. Matas, how's he been? Much better. Let's go like that. Go an extra minute there, and an extra minute to Luka. Still running a 9-man. Bronny loses minutes. Game 5, we win, and we're up 3-2, heading back to OKC. Austin Reeves has 33 points in 35 minutes. Dalton Connect, 27 points in 28 minutes. Luka, 25-point triple-double with 3 steals, only 3 turnovers on 15 assists. Matas, again, just solid. Rui, just solid. Mitch, 8 and 10, couldn't ask for much more with 2 blocks. Rob, 8 and 6 with a block. Love to see it. Bobby P was fine. Efficiency was piss poor, but he grabbed rebounds and he got a steal to cancel out that turnover he had. Bronny James, 5, 1 and 7 with a turnover. Game 6 in OKC. We're going to 7 in Los Angeles. Oh, man. I think the Bronny minutes have got to go, and they're going to go to Luka. I think we're going to go up a minute to each of these guys off the bench. Actually, let's keep them where they're at. 30 there, 30 there, 43, 37, 32. Let's do this. 8-man rotation now. Game 7. Oh my God, we got it done. 26, 9, and 12 from Luka with a steal. 48, 46, 84 splits. Brooklyn. Igor Demin, Cam Thomas, PJ Washington, Jared Vanderbilt, Nick Claxton. Igor Demin and Cam Thomas must be putting on a carry job for the ages. So we lose game 1. Zaire Williams, Dariq Whitehead, Nick Claxton, Obi Toppin, Clint Capella, Jared Vanderbilt, Floyd Badunga, Ace Newell, Marvin Bagley, all not playing. There's no way we blow this, right? What did Luka do in that last game? 29, 10, and 7 on 8 of 18. What did Austin Reeves do? Okay, he had a bad game. Dalton Connect. He was fine. Matas, he's hurt. Rui, into the starting lineup you go, man. You're going to play. You are going to play. That is for sure. Mitch, I think we go down a little bit. 4-11 and no blocks. Any fouls? 5. It's a little concerning. Rob, we're going to go up just to spread out the stamina here for our center core. I think we're going to go an extra 2 minutes to Luka. 8-man rotation still. Game 2 in Los Angeles. We win, thankfully, by only 4 points. Oh, man, how did Brooklyn finish? What were they? The 1 seed, it looks like? They were the 1 seed. No, they weren't. They were the 4 seed. So this team had to be like a 45 to 50 win team. They were 46 and 36. That is crazy. And they were better last year. That's absurd. Game 3 in Brooklyn now. We drop it. Cam Thomas is having the series of his life. Oh, my God. There's no way this happens, right? Game 4 in Brooklyn. Oh, my goodness gracious. We're down 3-1 to the Brooklyn Nets. This team is so bad. They're so bad. Bobby. He had a good game, too. Rob. I think we got to go down. Matas has got to come back into the starting lineup now that he's healthy. How's Rui been playing? Just solid again, dude. I think we go 30 there. How's Dalton? Oh, my God. Shooting us out of it completely. Dalton out, Rui in. Luka's playing 48, Austin's playing 40, 32, 32. Extra minute to Bobby off the bench. Still an 8-man rotation. Game 5 in LA to just stay alive. We win. Game 6 in Brooklyn. Oh my God, Game 7. Please let me have this. Oh my God, a 3-1 comeback. Twice in the same playoff run, and we get it done in Los Angeles. Luka. 31, 11, and almost 12 assists, 2 steals, almost a block, 52, 41, 86 splits. The Los Angeles Lakers have won an NBA title only a season after LeBron James retires. In the NBA Finals, Luka leads the way. Hold on, let's see here. What do you average for the whole playoffs? 28, 10, and 12 in the 2027 NBA playoffs. Austin Reeves, 23, 4, and 8. Talk about a series for the number 2. Dalton Connect moves to the bench, gets much more efficient. 19 a game in the playoffs. Rui, an emergency starter, averages 15, 4, and 2 in the NBA Finals. Matas Buzelis, a late season pickup, or a late off-season pickup, 13, 4, and 2 in the Finals. Bobby Portis, a deadline acquisition, averages 9 and 5 during the regular season, averages 10 and 5. In the NBA Finals. Mitch Robinson, re-sign him in the offseason, comes into the starting lineup, averages 9 and 8 with 3 stocks a night, almost over a block and a half in the NBA Finals. Rob, another offseason addition, 6 points, 5 boards, but a block and a steal a night in just 18 minutes. Bronny loses the minutes towards the end of the year, but he was great during the regular season and then in the playoffs for a little bit as well. And because of that, that means that is going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. PST. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.